What's up everybody, Peacekeeper today for you guys, welcome back to the Th13 again. We're actually going to be not really going to be doing any attacks, we're going to be talking about why this army is really good. So you can see in my army camps, I have some bowlers, P.E.K.K.A.s, some healers, and a baby dragon. You'll be thinking, what army is this? It is actually Pekkabobat. So you can see I end up getting a beautiful league there with 237 on attack. So you can see why this army at turn 13 is actually pretty good. So we're going to be looking at some replays. You can say tripled twice, and I had a 1 star. I'm going to show you that 1 star as well, and why I ended up 1 star. But I'm going to show you the two triples as well, and why they ended up happening. So this is the first one that I ended up tripling. So what I look on this base, you can see is more symmetrical. So you can see on this is pretty good value for the E-drag. And next thing, you can see they're opening any walls where the troops can just walk their way in, and I decided to start over here. I started over here because the warden could take out these buildings here. All of those buildings, you can see the two builder huts, the archer tower, the cannon, mortar, other cannon on the other side, air defense, and just to set a decent funnel. The electric dragon over here did a lot of funneling, just because you can see all the chain value, and I wanted to get the scatter with this multi, and hopefully town hall, and make my way through the back end of the base. And you can see the eagle as well as Bailey by itself, so you can see I really had to pick a side where I think I could get all of that value. So I'm going to start off here. I'm going to just tell you to exit really quickly. So you can see I just normally like I normally do. I dropped in a couple arches around, and I started the warden down here like I said, and then I started the E-drag at the top of the base. So you can see the value the E-drag is getting with the chain, and you can see the warden is working on the storage, and it's going to go on to the mortar. So you can see the electro dragon is still channeling the lightning through the base. So you can see the storage is basically helping with that. So it's chaining on the visit tower, the archer tower, the bow, even though it's ground, and then it's chaining on those defenses. So one thing for Pekkabobat, you want to see if you can get as much splash defenses all the way. So you can see how much value that one E-drag did, taking out all those defenses, and you can see they walked into this compartment here. But you can see I'm going to pause really quickly. I draw all the boulders in, and you can see some of them are going to vary off just because of the world champion, the two builder huts, and the Tesla that's popping up right now. So everything is working their way in. I dropped the first raid spell. A couple walked over here, which was fine in a way, but they started to vary off. The warden actually went with them and then came back, which was funny. So he actually came all the way back. The healers left the warden and came in front, which is beautiful. The town hall is up, and then I popped the ability here. The other scatter is on to them as well. And I still have I don't have a raid spell, but I dropped the other raid spell in there. You can see it's being held up by Ice Golem and a Hound. I've been finding a lot of those defensive CCs as well. And we work on the other scatter, part the king's ability through that scatter as well. The queen is left behind with some pups, which is in a way a good thing. We get in this last multi-target inferno, and you can see out here with the royal champion. I ended up dropping the two loons I had left back and dropped the royal champion just to help tank for her. So called the warden pedestal, and two Teslas. So I dropped them so the royal champion could help basically cut some defenses down, so that my main army in a way could just push a little way down through the base. So the royal champion is working on a visitor, which is good. Get as much splash damage as possible, and you can see we're 57% already, and the top half of the base is all the way, and you can see the eagle artillery is still up. So I'm going to pause here just to tell you guys why you need to be patient with this army. This army is basically, I would say, a patience army. So you can be able to try to get as much value as possible as you want. So you can see the top half of the base is gone. The two singles are gone. The two scatters are gone. The multis are gone, like I said. The warden pedestal, some visitors at the top of the base are gone. And there are only 3 visitors to work with, and I have 3 freezes, so that is what I working with. So the eagle artillery is actually pummeling the warden a bit. I mean, pummeling the healers. So the eagle artillery does go down, And the next thing I decided, I have 45 seconds left, and I have time for the bats. So I dropped the bats in, and I froze here just to be safe, even though the visitor was going to target the world champion. But I froze just to be safe because I had the freezes. And the queen is on to the king. I pop his ability, I freeze those three defenses, the single, the wizard tower, and the arch tower, and then I have another freeze to freeze that back and wizard tower. So you can see why this went really, it went perfect actually. I got the value I needed, and I had a beautiful backline on the bottom of this base, and just speed it up because it ended up saying it was a triple. So you can see why this army at Town 13 is still really good, especially you need to be patient with your bots. And I think to me it comes in a little bit of skill, especially learning how to read a bit. So you can see I had a couple playing fields as well. A lot of 96%, 98 and stuff. So you can see we show you the other triple here as well. I'm going to show you the one star as well. So I hit this base a lot of times. This was the other triple. I've seen this base a lot of the ground wars. I hit this base in war as well with this same army, and I tripled it as well. So it was good to see it again as possible. But the top of the base was different. All the traps were actually up here. Not many traps that have been down here like I sometimes it's been. A couple seeking their mines and stuff were up here. So how I looked at this base again, I decided that I wanted to start with a small funnel. And I said small funnel because if the warden can cut these defenses out, and this storage, it would had a decent line for my troops to run down the base. You can see what I did here. Even though something happened in the space, it still ended up being a triple. So I started the Electro Dragon at the top of the base on that because I believe it's gonna have some decent chain value. I didn't want to start it here that could get eaten up by the air defense. The air defense is always normally at the end of this base. So I dropped some balloons so you can see the second air mine, and it got some nice chill value there. I dropped another balloon, and the balloon takes up that second air mine over there. But another second air mine came out, and I was a little too slow on dropping the balloon, so the E-Drag didn't really get much value like I wanted it to. So I dropped the warden over here. The warden is going to take out just a small little bit of a funnel, and then I'm going to drop the main force. Another second air mine came out and took my beard dragon, so I didn't really get the funnel that I wanted over here. It wasn't even good in the first place, but have to work with it. So I dropped the healers in. The healers are going to just tank, and you can see another second airline taking out the balloon. So you can see what the balloons are here for. They didn't take out any of my healers, so when this gold storage goes down, the ground bot actually targeted warden, but the warden just dropped back out, which was good. I dropped the queen over here. So to me, I thought the queen would have dropped back into this compartment, but that didn't work out. She took out those buildings just to help the bowlers, and then the bounce damage basically carried her out. And you can see she's going to take out this elixir storage, and she's actually going to bounce out. So you can see her bouncing out even though it got into warden's ability as well, taking out the town hall. So you can see she ended up bouncing back out, and there was a hound of the CC again. So I have Valkyries in the CC as well. I dropped the second rage in here. They take out the multi with the healers. The healers are doing a wonderful job keeping the bowlers up alive. And you can see that bounce damage is really key to this army. So take out the ground balls. I pop the king's ability. King gets to the wall. So the king is going to take out the eagle is what I needed. And I dropped the royal champion over here to help with the pups from the hound. So the king barbarians are just on the outside. And then I start the back wave from over this side because everything is working over here. And they basically just help tank you for this wizard tower as well. And the royal champion still coming down behind as well with her first shield. So the bats waving across, I freeze to be safe on this wizard tower right here, even though the wizard tower was a little bit distracted. So I froze right there, freeze air defense with the wizard tower, and then I have two freezes for one wizard tower. Partly royal time's ability, get some damage on some defenses, and that wizard tower goes down. So you can see why this army can crush Town Hall 13s, especially if you are patient enough. This army really takes practice. You need to know a really good line, and you can't force this army on all bases. It's really base dependent. But when you can get the value that you can with your kill squad, the bats can really clean up the rest of the base. So I'm going to show you the one star and why I one starred it. We will see it here really quickly. So this is the base. To me, I didn't know which way I wanted to come in. You can see the eagle is set off with two wizard towers. and then these two scatters are here with two multi. So I decided I wanted to do the two singles. Sorry, I wanted to get two scatters. I tried to get both scatters with my kill squad. To me, that's really good value, and you can get it with the eagle. The eagle is basically just bonus. Um, it's just something bonus, the bonus defense. So I start off over here with the E-Drag. To me, the E-Drag could have gotten more value like I wanted it to. And then the Warden, to me, the Warden had a really good line set here just because of this air defense. So the E-Drag is working on the stars. I wanted to get I got the balloon onto that arch tower. And to me, it didn't really have much value. Here I thought it would have been more, but did I really get all the value I wanted? Especially I wanted to get all of this compartments up, but there's too many to tell spaces. So that's why that didn't work out. So the Warden is working nicely onto the storage now, and I dropped the two packers over here. You can see the same spaces in the base as well. And then I drop all the boulders in with the ice column and queen, and I still have the royal champion. So this is one mistake I made. The single is on one of the bowlers, and then everything is working nicely to the base. So you can see everything is gonna come over here. So they take a giant bomb. The queen is out there, and I should have not used the rage over here. I should have raised this inside of the base and then pop the waters ability. So they were on the waters ability, but they're still taking shots from the scatter and the multi and the town hall. And then I had to pop the queen's ability. And over here was my mistake. I should have saved the royal champion. Should have sent her over here because she was eaten up by the single. I should have sent her to the town hall to take it out. So that was my mistake on that, and they died, and I basically sent her straight into the single attack in front of her, and she did not get anything. So I basically just gave up from here and just spawned in the box. I didn't even freeze properly. I missed the single and the multi to and the wizard tower. So I basically just gave up, tried to get some percentage, and that was that. So that was the so you can see the army can't always work on all bases. I just made a few mistakes and that and did not end up working out. So we ended up on a plus 237 day tots. I probably if that was a 2 star, so we probably would have been, I would say, one of my higher league days. I've got on probably like 250 or so, but we're plus 32 on the day, and that is it really. So those two triples really did well for me. So you can see 96, 80, 75, 99, 66, and 98% was the first attack I did. So you can see it really can sum up some really nice percentages, especially for sure. But that is it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, especially me explaining how I do Pekkabobat, and this is the army that I run. I run two rages as well if I can get a second push with that raid spell. If I don't need a raid spell, I can always use it basically on the bots just to help rage them out through a base. But that is the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, especially explain how I use Pekkabobat, how it can work, and why it's a pretty nice strategy to learn. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, hit a like button, don't forget to subscribe, hit notifications bell, don't miss any of Clash of Clans content. But I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm Peacekeeper, and I'm out.